Hey everyone, it's the one and only magnificent bird, Beak, speaking to you today. And in today's video, I am back at it with another NFL Madden video. And this Madden NFL video is going to be the NFL Week 4 2025 matchup between the 3-0 Carolina Panthers taking on the 3-0 defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots in a battle of the undefeateds, the unbeatens. So something's got to give. So one of these two is going to lose their first game on the season up to this point, and the other is going to go 4-0. Well, I don't have much to say other than, like always, if you guys like the video, make sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and if you aren't subscribed already, feel free to hit that subscribe button if you want to, and if you want to share the video, that would be very much appreciated, and that would be pretty awesome. Now, let's go ahead and jump into the game, and I'll be back to talk about the results of this game. And I'm going to recap all of the other scores of the other games in Week 4. So, I shall return.
Today, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New England Patriots taking on the Carolina Panthers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton, and Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, an early season tilt, and when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide open offense, and we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
All right, we are back at it with the Patriots having to deal with a 3rd and 7 after they had a 3rd and 2, but they got hit with a false start. So can they pick up the first down? No, not this time. So it'll be 4th and 2.
This for baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Realistically, there's no reason to go for it. I mean, the game just started.
As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to...
Okay, we are back at the start of quarter number 2. Still a 0-0 ball game. Not much happened in the first quarter, so I decided to start us off at the beginning of the second quarter. Maybe more will happen in the second quarter as the Patriots do pick up that first down on a 3rd and 7.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
And when he can make a play himself, as we just...
All right, we are back at it, and the Patriots are dealing with a 3rd and 4.
This is 3rd and 4.
See, can they pick up the 3rd down? Looks like they are going to run it. No, not quite. That's going to be just short. 4th down and 1.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Nah, you know what? I'm thinking, let's keep up the momentum. Let's pick a play to go for it on 4th and 1.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down.
Yep, let's go, baby! Got it!
He picks up the first before he's taken.
Damn, I barely got it, but got it nonetheless.
But they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's...
All right, we are back at it, and the Patriots still continuing to drive the ball. They have it at their own 12-yard line, or excuse me, they have it at the Panthers' 12-yard line. And let's see what they come up with next. Looks like a jet sweep.
Sweep here with Lazard. Powers through. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and now make it 2nd down. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, difficult task right now.
New England on 3rd down.
All right, we are back at it, and the Patriots are still driving, still looking for the first points of the game on a 3rd down and 6. Okay, he's dropping back to throw. Oh, there you go. Mac Jones in for the rushing touchdown.
Mac Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Well done, well done. See, Drake May needs to do that a couple of times on Sunday. He needs to give us a couple of those rushing touchdowns on Sunday. All right, the extra point was up and good. So the Patriots are up 7-0.
I think we can safely say that those types of...
All right, we are back and we are closing in on the 2-minute warning of the first half in this game as the Patriots are still up 7-0.
New England on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
All right, 31. This should be manageable, right?
Off the bootleg. Jones.
Oh, he wants to go deep with it. Ooh.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal.
Okay, we're gonna go for it again on 4th down. This time 4th and 1. So yeah, that's. There you go. We're going to go to the 2-minute warning with that play right there.
They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards.
And I'll be back after the 2-minute warning.
To be a good one. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here at about the 11.
All right, we are back and we are closing down to the end of the first half. As the Panthers, they haven't taken a timeout. They don't have the ball. We have the ball at the 11-yard line. Excuse me. We have the ball and we are going to take a timeout.
With 3 seconds left in the first half.
And we're going to line up to go for a field goal. Oh, what the hell is that aiming, dude? No, that's going to be a miss. Shit. Well, at halftime, it'll be 7-0.
Here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit, but first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll start with a couple of teams from neighboring states in the Southeast. Atlanta at Hard Rock Stadium to take on Miami.
Damn, Atlanta.
They are at halftime
What
with the
in the hell are you doing?
Tua Tagovailoa having his
Y'all really
first
going to let the
start, as
pathetic
usual,
Dolphins
4
beat y'all like
first-half
that?
touchdowns.
Are you serious?
From there, we head to the Big Easy to check on the Saints at home in the Superdome. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans.
The score is
Devin
21-7.
touchdown reception.
That
Finally, we finish at
that
MetLife
bronze
Stadium
color
to see
might be a
what's
little
going on
harder
with
to
the
see,
Jets.
but
And you
yeah.
can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. Josh Allen has thrown 2 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, just the lone touchdown accounting for all the scoring. A tight one, 7-0 is the score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
and we'll be back with the second half.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play.
Tell you, he seems to be getting
Okay,
stronger.
we are back at it, about halfway done, more than halfway done with the third quarter, as we still have a 7-0 game, and the Patriots are moving on down the field on the Panthers' 37-yard line, and they are dealing with a third down and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try.
Okay, yeah, that was an easy one. Got it. Whoa. Got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
In search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got it, not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
All right, we are back at it. The Patriots are still continuing to drive. They are working with a first down and 10. It looks like they're going to set up for the run. It could be a pass. Yeah, it's going to be a run for a gain of 4.
Brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Yeah, for a gain of 4.
4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU.
MVU, okay? Well, let's see if the MVU can stop what's about to happen next. It looks like another running.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Yep, there we go. Touchdown, baby.
Zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
There's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Now the extra point try forthcoming.
Now the extra point is up, and it's good.
And it's
14-0.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run.
They're looking for now is a little more consistent.
All right, we are back, and we're finally going to get to see some Carolina Panthers action in this video. I'm sorry for the lack of the Panthers offense, but there really hasn't been much to show as example right there. That's why there's none up to this point, just because like that Patriots defense is on it. They are on it.
And go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve.
Okay, they got a 3rd down and 6 to work with.
The passing attack has a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
Oh my goodness, a Carolina Panthers touchdown.
Elijah Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play you would have.
I don't know, Carolina, where's that been all day?
Is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he settles in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
No,
all right.
They'll kick the point after.
So let's see if this extra point will be good. It's up, and it's good. 14-7 is now the score.
Scoring drive on just 3 plays, and the end result, a Panthers touchdown.
All right, we are back at it at the start of the 4th quarter, where the Carolina Panthers have the football, only down by 7.
Incomplete. Robert Tunyon, the intended target.
Yeah, there's not as much offense in this game as the previous game, and not every game should be expected to be that, right?
Back to the air on 2nd down. Cody.
Okay, got it to Christian McCaffrey. And yes, by the way, Christian McCaffrey in this timeline is still with the Panthers. He never even left the Panthers, which is crazy. He's honestly their best player. There's a reason the 49ers won it. Oh, shit. That's what I'm saying, dude. Oh, my goodness gracious. There's a reason the 49ers wanted Christian McCaffrey, bro. Like, could you imagine our run game with Christian McCaffrey? Holy shit. Christian McCaffrey is, he's something special. Hopefully one day Christian McCaffrey gets at least a ring before he calls it a career, because he deserves at least one.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. A good rally to the football keeps them to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Rolling to his left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Touchdown, Panthers. Damn, he was wide open.
DJ Moore. DJ Moore. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And we are tied here.
All tied up, 14 apiece.
Pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And Carolina scores to cap it off.
All right, we are back at it. And all the Patriots have been doing, they got the football with over 12 or 11 minutes in the fourth quarter, and you can see how much time is left on the clock. So they've went coast to coast. So they started at their own 3-yard line, and look where they're at. They're now on the Panthers' 2-yard line while running the clock out. They know it's tied. They don't have to rush. And yeah, this is pretty bad for the Panthers. Hoping to stop them because they've already taken off over 10 minutes, almost 10 minutes off the clock in a tied fourth quarter. So yeah, I'll be back to see. I don't know, what is this play going to be? Oh, yeah, this is just to run more clock. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Hey, it's not my problem that Carolina can't stop us. I mean, we're playing within the rules. They may not like it. A whole lot of people might not like it. It's not against the rules to run the clock out like I am. Carolina just can't stop me right now. So I'm taking advantage. Absolutely. I'm going to make it harder on them to try to catch up. Abso-freaking-lutely. Yeah, I could score. I could have scored right there, but it's obvious I'm trying to take as much time off the clock as possible.
Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried.
I'm not worried at all. Carolina has failed to stop us, so I feel pretty confident in my chances of getting a touchdown. Damn, I've ran it nearly 50 times. Holy shit. I've only passed it about 25. This will be 25. Touchdown, Patriots. There we go, baby. There we go, baby. That is going to put the nail in the coffin for the Panthers. Unless they can pull something out of their ass, this is the nail in the coffin.
I think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
The extra point is up and good. 21-14. So, I'll be back to see if Carolina can mount a comeback.
And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown.
All right. We are back. It's now the Patriots advantage, 21-14. Carolina gets the ball. So let's see what Carolina can do under pressure. I don't know. Let's see.
So now the Panthers down by 7. At time, a huge factor. They'll have one play, maybe 2, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down.
Let's see what they can do with that 2 minutes, 8 seconds, all timeouts.
Throwing on first down. Cody, he's got time.
All right, got the first down. Not bad. 2-minute warning.
He's going to be taken down, but a very nice pickup there just in front.
And I will be back after the 2-minute warning to see the conclusion of this.
So it's Panther football.
All right, we are back after the 2-minute warning. Can the Panthers come back and tie it up? Let's find out. Ooh, not what they wanted. Not what they wanted. All right, come on, defense. Yeah, do that a couple more times. All right, that'll work. That'll work just as good.
Big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long.
Damn, the Panthers in trouble already.
Because they got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out.
Oh, 4th down.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. And he caught it and would have sealed it instead. One more chance coming up on 4th down. Down 7. And they
all right, there you go, defense. Do that one more time. A sack, an incompletion, it don't matter. Uh-oh, a flag. Oh, incompletion, but there is a flag on the play, though. Oh, what are you doing? Offsides? All right. Well, the Panthers, they got another chance.
Sometimes you get multiples, but I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
All right.
One score down. Here we go.
All right, here we go.
For it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for
Ooh. Turnover on downs.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
There you go. That's going to put the nail in the coffin. Unless Carolina thinks they can get the ball back.
In terms of points scored, they've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter
Damn, Miami. Damn, Miami must have been watching our tape from last week. Holy shit, 55 points.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the
Okay, Carolina wants another shot.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Alrighty then, so I guess Carolina thinks they can get the ball back. And they could very well if they stop us. They won't have any timeouts to work with, but they'll get another chance.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Walters. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Damn, the Jets and Bills are in a tight one. 28-21. You know what? Carolina's going to get it back. They are going to get it back. You know what? I'm so glad that Kansas City or Buffalo ain't in the Super Bowl. Man. Don't worry, I'm going to, for those of you that might be wondering what my Super Bowl pick is, because I was actually asked that by a couple of people. Don't worry, that pick is coming.
The Patriots send out their punter.
But I just want to say this, even if New England should lose the Super Bowl, you know what? It still has been a wonderful season, exceeding expectations, that's for sure.
For a touchback. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there.
All right, let's see, Carolina. You have another chance, but you ain't got no timeouts to work with. That's the thing that's against y'all right now. All right, 1 minute and 11 seconds left to go. 0 timeouts. So every play y'all make, y'all have to get out of bounds to stop the clock.
They've already gotten to him a few times. They want to keep that up. Maybe they can pick up.
All right, come on, defense. Do y'all's job once again.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Pass complete.
Oh, see, you had to get out of bounds. See, that's what's against y'all.
The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now.
Oh, see, y'all are moving, but y'all ain't got a way to stop that clock. So, look at that. Less than 30 seconds left? Yeah. Okay, that's... Y'all should have been trying to do that. Got 31 seconds left, not even halfway across the field. That's what I'm saying. Carolina, they're moving, but time is not on their side.
But you can flex him out, you can run wide receiver routes with him, you can make him a primary target, and that's how
yeah, that's what I'm saying right there. Like, shit like that, you would have been better off throwing it away. Because they got 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Bam! Interception, baby! And that does it. Nice try, Carolina. It was a good effort, but it wasn't enough. So the battle of the undefeateds, the New England Patriots are going to go 4-0, while the Carolina Panthers are going to drop their first loss on the season. There you go. That will do it.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a storyline was that they were facing the NFL's #1 defense coming in, and they really took it right to them.
Yeah, they didn't blink, did they? And instead
Oh,
of
Carolina had the number one defense? Are we serious?
and try and play conservative.
Shit, okay.
Right from the beginning, said we gotta go after these guys. I think sometimes you take the number one rated defense by surprise when you do that.
So for the Pats, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire...
All right, I am back, and here is the final score. The Patriots are 4-0 with the final score of 21-14, handing the Carolina Panthers their first loss on the season. As far as points go, there was only 35 points in this one. So, nowhere near as many as the last game against the Bengals. But that just goes to show you that the Patriots, if they have to win it in a high-scoring game, they will. If they have to win it in a more of a lower-scoring game, they can. This is kind of this. I don't know if I wouldn't really consider this a pretty low-scoring game. The Patriots have went through lower-score games than this, definitely for sure. This is kind of a midway scoring game where you got at least over 30 points combined here. And yeah, for those that are wondering, I am going to make my Super Bowl pick sometime after this video. I'm not going to give any indication now as to who I'm picking. I'm still thinking about that at the moment. But, yeah, so week 5 for the 2025 season will be between the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens. As the Patriots, for the first time this season, they will go on the road against the Baltimore Ravens. That is going to be a tough challenge. Could New England's undefeated streak come to an end against the Ravens? Well, I guess we'll have to wait and find out next time I get to the NFL Madden next time, which might be next week or the week after. I haven't figured that one out quite yet. But, yeah, Carolina, they did, they tried their best, but it wasn't good enough, and they fell by 7. So, I don't think I have much else to say other than Mac Jones's rushing touchdown. That was pretty good. And then the rushing touchdown by the running back for the Patriots was pretty solid. Donnie Walters, I think is what his name is. And then, yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say. And, when we had punted the ball back to the Panthers there at the very end of the game, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, let's see if Carolina can go down the field in a high pressure situation with no timeouts and time is not on their side. I was confident, and you saw what happened there at the very end when Jed Cody, he threw an interception to J.C. Jackson. I think that's who that safety was that picked off the last pass of the game. I was like, yeah, let's see if they could beat us through the air in a high-pressure situation, and they could not. So, the Patriots remain undefeated at 4-0. Carolina, they get their first loss on the season. And, yeah, that is pretty much going to do it for me. I will be right back to recap the rest of the games of Week 4. All right, I am back to go ahead and recap all of Week 4 of the 2025 season. So there are 0 teams, no teams with a bye week. Let's kick off things on Thursday Night Football between the Los Angeles Rams and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, as the Los Angeles Rams beat the Buccaneers by a score of 28-21 as they move to 2-2 on the season. Next up, we have the AFC South matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And in this game, the Jacksonville Jaguars get their first victory on the season, upsetting the undefeated Indianapolis Colts by a score of 34-31 to get their first win on the season and hand the Colts their first loss on the season. Next up, we have the Houston Texans going up against the New Orleans Saints, as the New Orleans Saints are able to take care of business against the the Deshaun Watson Houston Texans in a score of 31-21. Next up, we have the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Miami Dolphins, as the Miami Dolphins pick up a resounding victory over the Atlanta Falcons by a score of 55-21. Next up, we have an NFC North matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers, as the Green Bay Packers beat the Minnesota Vikings by a score of 31-28. Next up, we have the matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the New England Patriots, as what was in a contest of the battle of the unbeatens. The New England Patriots are able to come out on top with a victory by a score of 21-14 to remain 4-0, while the Carolina Panthers have their first loss on the season. Next up, we have two NFC opponents facing each other, as the New York Giants fall to the Chicago Bears by a score of 26-24. Next up, we have an AFC East matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets, as the New York Jets are able to survive a close one against the Buffalo Bills by a score of 28-21 to remain unbeaten at 4-0, while the Buffalo Bills fall to 0-4, deservedly so. Next up, we have the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Detroit Lions, where the Detroit Lions beat the Kansas City Chiefs and hand the Chiefs their second loss in a row, while the Detroit Lions have won 2 in a row, and they beat them by a score of 32-29 in overtime. Next up, we have an AFC matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Los Angeles Chargers, where the Tennessee Titans come out with the victory by a score of 30-24 to advance to 3-1 on the season. Next up, we have an NFC West matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals, where the 49ers take care of business by beating the Arizona Cardinals 28-14. Next up, we have the Washington football team, Commanders, Redskins, whatever the hell you want to call them. They are the same crappy franchise with 3 different names. Don't let the names fool you. But anyway, the Commanders, Redskins football team, they beat the Las Vegas Raiders by a score of 14-6 to advance to 3-1 on the season. Next up, we have those Dallas Cowgirls. Yeehaw! The Dallas Cowboys. Excuse me. We have the Cowboys falling to the Seattle Seahawks by a score of 21-28, as the Seahawks advance to 3-1 on the season, and Dallas, they fall to 0-4 on the season. Next up, we have the Philadelphia Eagles coming up short against the Denver Broncos by a score of 14-21, as the Eagles fall to 2-2 and the Broncos advance to 3-1. And next up, for our Sunday night football matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals in an AFC North matchup, as the Cincinnati Bengals bounce back after that loss against the Patriots, crushing the Pittsburgh Steelers 38-17. Both the Steelers and Bengals are both 2-2 on the season. And finally, to close out the Week 4 slate of games on Monday Night Football, we have the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens, as the Baltimore Ravens are going to edge out the Cleveland Browns in this one by a score of 28-24 to advance to 3-1 on the season. The Baltimore Ravens do, while the Cleveland Browns fall to 2-2. So that NFC North is pretty tight right now. We only have one team that's 3-1, and the other three teams are all pretty much tied, 2-2 apiece right now. But anything can definitely happen in that NFC North for sure. So that is going to set up potentially an exciting matchup on Sunday Night Football for Week 5 between the 4-0 New England Patriots and the 3-1 Baltimore Ravens. So that is going to wrap up our Week 4 recap of all the games, and be sure to join me for Week 5 of the NFL. Until next time, I'll catch you guys next time. Bye, guys.